Welcome to a combination of yoga asanas, body yoga, and face yoga. You're gonna need a strap. If you don't have a strap, it's okay. I'll give you a modification, or a scarf works well. And then you're gonna need either a tennis ball, but if you have a yoga ball, this works great as well. This will work. We're gonna release tension in our upper back, which is I would say a place where we store a lot of tension and stress as well. Depending on the type of work that you have, you can be hunching, or if you work, I would say if you're a blue collar worker, this is great for men too. We'll release tension in this area because y'all are doing a lot of things with your body. You're using your body a lot. And then we'll include some face yoga. I know I just touched my dog, but my hands are clean. Make sure that your hands are clean. But if you don't want to touch your face, you could totally skip over the whole face yoga thing. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start laying down. I'll use my yoga ball. This is a yoga tune-up ball. You can buy these online. And what you'll do is, I want us to go down softly, so don't just slam yourself on your back. Bring your feet right in front of you. Your knees are nicely bent. Place your ball off to the side. And then place your hands right behind your hips, and then just slowly guide yourself down, mindfully. And once you're down here, this is where all the work is gonna get done. We're gonna do a lot of things on the floor without having it go up and down. This is a very therapeutic session. You could think of it as restorative as well. So you're gonna bring your ball to the right side. So you're gonna lift your right shoulder and place it right underneath, right above your shoulder blade, right at the edge of your shoulder. So if you were to think of it as like, it's barely escaping as you press down. So you're just gonna be here. We're gonna be here for 4 breaths. When you breathe, you really imagine having a bag of beans or a bag of rice above your ribs. So right here in this area, and you're lifting them, and then you're bringing them down. This is a good technique for anybody who's ever experienced anxiety, and if people will tell you breathe and you're like, I don't know how to breathe, this is something you can visualize, that bag of beans, bag of rice. On this next one, really send the breath into that area. Then you'll raise your right hand. What you'll do is you'll lift and bring it down. Notice that very tiny gesture that we're giving. It's a lift and then bring it down. It's as if you're like, okay, I'm gonna bring the ball out, and then, okay, no, I'm gonna really squeeze the shoulder, that muscle, the trapeze, onto that ball. Do it 2 more times. Then bring your hand down. And then lift. And then from here, you're gonna go underneath your shoulder blade. So for us ladies, you could think of your your bra, or your sports bra. Not on your spine. So if you're on your spine, you want to move away from your spine. We're right next to the spine, but if you want to move a little bit closer to the edge, right here by the side of our body, you can. But I would say just stay right in the middle. Stay with your breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Another one. lift the side of the body, place the hand onto the ball, and then we'll move to the glutes. So what you'll do is, instead of just rolling down, we're gonna press through the soles of our feet, lift, and then place it right here. I give you an option. So you could be not on the tailbone, of course, or not on the, not on your bones. So I would say be right in the middle, or if you want to be at the edge of your glute, you can. And then here, slowly massage side to side. Yes, my love. Breathe in through your nose and out.
Mom, I'm tired.
Go lay down. And then come to a stop and then just hold it. Okay. None of the dogs are in here. He's in the room. What I want you to do is here, since you still have the ball, extend the right leg. When you do this, you'll feel more pressure onto that right glute. Flex the foot. And then see if you can, as you're flexing, bring the back of the knee closer to the mat. We start a lot of our emotions here in our hips. So relax the glutes. Instead of clenching the glutes, if you do any other type of exercise, here we're releasing the glutes, releasing any stored energy that we have here. And make sure you're breathing. And slowly bend the knee, bring the sole of the foot back onto the mat, lift. And then we're gonna do everything that we did on the right, on the left. So what you'll do is lift the left shoulder, place the ball. We'll stay here for a couple breaths. Let's do 5 breaths instead of saying couple. Inhale through your nose, exhale out. And I want you to notice a difference. Oftentimes we hold more tension on one side of our body versus the other one, which can lead to asymmetries in the face. So here we're releasing even those asymmetries and creating more symmetry in our body and in our face. Another breath. Now you'll bring your hand right in front of you. So you'll raise the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lift, press down. Lift, press down. I'm always more tighter on my left, so for me, this is great. Here you go. He's been wanting my hair. This is Mikey. Lift one last time. Press down. Bring the hand down mindfully. You'll lift, remove the ball, and then now you'll place the ball right underneath your shoulder blade. And you're just gonna hold it here. 5 breaths, still the same. Inhale through your nose, exhale out. You get a little bit of a purr, a purring sound, a little ASMR with this class. Gently lift side of your body or move on to the right side of your body, and then we're moving to our glute. Press to the soles of your feet, lift the hips. Come onto the preferred area you want to work on, and then just rock side to side, giving it a massage. And don't hold your breath. When you hold your breath, you're not doing yourself a favor. So do yourself a favor and breathe. Bring more oxygen to your body. Bring more nutrients to your whole being. Inhale through your nose and out. And then hold it. Extend the left leg this time. No. Oh, no, you bad boy. Flex your foot, knee comes down as much as you can, and you're bringing more pressure onto that left glute. Bring the sole of the foot back, meeting where we're at. Come out of the pose. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. Rock side to side. Good. Bring your feet back down. Now here's where you're going to use your strap. If you don't have a strap, you'll have the option to do it just with your hands. So if you have the strap, bring your right knee into your chest. Place the strap at the arch of your foot. Extend 90 degrees. Now, if we don't have our strap, you'll just wrap your hands behind your thigh. You'll still get the same benefit. Now here, if you're a man, you might be holding more tension on the back of the leg. So I would say have a nice bend in the knee, but make sure that the ankle is still in line with the hip. So we're not here, we're right here. And here's what I want you to do. So with the strap, I want you to do this. Now, if you don't have the strap, that's okay. We're just letting our central nervous system know that we are safe, everything's okay. We're relaxing our body. Come to a stop. Extend your left leg and hold it here. Now, if this is you, you're like this, or if you're just like kind of struggling, drag the hands down, bring the elbows down. And here we are. Imagine there is a wall behind your left foot. So you're pressing there. And then here are where it's a pull, it's kind of like a tug of war. I wouldn't even say tug of war. It's the wrong example. But you're pulling with your strap and then you're pushing through the bottom of your foot. We'll come out of it, switch foot. First we'll extend, and then we'll start doing this movement. And again, if you don't have the strap, your hands are just there, grabbing onto your thigh. Inhale through your nose, exhale out. Mikey, you're so chiflado. And then come to a stop. Extend the right leg. So oftentimes, not only if we're sitting a lot, we're holding on to a lot of tension in our hips and then our legs as well. So here we're really opening the back of our legs, both of them. This is Supta Padangusthasana. Great pose. Inhale through your nose, exhale out. Shoulders are relaxed, so shoulder blades are still touching the mat. So we're not doing this, we're here. Come out of the pose, bend the knees, bring the feet down. Leave your strap. This will be the only strap use for the class. And then turn yourself onto whichever side you prefer of your body. Here I'm going to struggle a little bit because my cat's here. And then you're going to come up. We're going to come into a tabletop. Now I'm going to face this way so you can kind of see it. Now, here in this tabletop, oh my God, he really messed up my hair. Here in this tabletop, what I want you to do is we're going to do a little bit of a twist. So here, when you're here, it'll look like this. You'll bend the right elbow, and then you'll look towards the left. Now this one, here, let me do it on this side. Notice we're not going to be doing this. We're not going to be doing this. So once you bend, this is not bending. This is staying straight. Now, if you do too much of a hyper flex here in this area, just keep a little bit of a micro bend in that elbow. So we'll start, we'll bend the right. This one will stay straight. We'll look over. We'll do the opposite. Left will bend. This one will stay straight. We'll look over. So it's a mini twist if you think about it. You could inhale here at center and exhale as you twist. If you don't want to stay too focused on your breath, just be mindful of the movement. And then slowly come out. We'll do a couple of cat-cows. Now, on your inhale, you'll drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, look down to your belly button. And then we'll do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Push back into a child's pose. Now, with your child's pose, I'll give you a couple of tips here in your child's pose. If you don't come all the way down, just stay hips over the knees with the extension of the arms. But if you're down here, make sure that the knees are a little wider than your hips, not as wide as the mat. We're not doing too much of that. So just a little wider than your hips, you come down, rest onto the hairline, and then imagine your shoulder blades being drawn down. So even if you're over your hips, imagine those shoulders being drawn down. Stay present. This is you on your day with your mat. Slowly come back into that tabletop. Here's what we'll do. On your inhale, you'll come into a kneeling position with your hands raised over your head. On your exhale, you'll come into a child's pose with the hands behind. But we're not coming all the way down. We're doing this with our breath. So inhale. Exhale. I have to be mine here because of my cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stay here. Now I'm going to face you. Maybe you have the space, just stay where you're at in your kneeling position. Keep your hands over your head, and I want you to bring your left leg out. Now toes facing forward, and I want you to bring your hands right in front of you. Same extension that you give in your child's and even in your downward facing dog, we're doing that. But we're not sinking into it either. So we're still keeping that extension. We're still keeping it active. Mikey, I'm going to have to put you away. And then the foot, the heel is in line with the knee. So if you kind of have to shimmy your foot forward or shimmy your foot back or wherever it is, just keep it nice and aligned there. So again, we're focusing on releasing tension, not only in our upper back, but also in our hips and our legs. So our whole body. Come all the way back up. Take your time. So even if you have to come into a mini tabletop here with your hands over your shoulders and then walking them and coming back into that kneeling position, do so. We'll do the opposite side. Right foot goes out. Adjust the foot and then come down. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out. Stay here for another 2 breaths. Release any tension you're holding on to that right hip. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Slowly come back. Bring your hands. Let's do this all together with bringing our hands over our shoulders and then coming back up into that kneeling position. Keep your hands over your head. Just as a little bit of a challenge. Come back into that kneeling. Good. Now from here, bring your hands down. And we'll just come down onto our heels and then sweep your feet right beside you or off to the side and then feet right in front of you. We'll do one last twist and then we're going to come all the way down. This is just a mini practice, just something you can include into your daily or into your lifestyle to release tension. This is something you can do every single day. Now, I want you to bring your right foot onto the inside of your left thigh, kind of close to your groin area. And then I just want you to, actually I lied. You might have to use your strap for this one, but if you don't have a strap, perfectly fine. If you have the strap, place it behind the left foot and then drag the hands and stay here. Now, if you don't have the strap, hands just come right here onto where they meet, so where they land. You could be here behind the knee, or you can come in the middle of the shin. Yogi's choice. You meet yourself. You still want to have the extension in the back. This is not you, okay? If this is too much, then walk back. Slowly come out. Now, what I want you to do now is do the opposite. Be mindful if you have any fur friends around. Now we'll do the opposite, left foot onto the inside of your thigh. And we'll hold it here. And if you notice that even on either side, and I apologize, I should have said this, if your knees like if your knees coming up, just push it down with that left hand, or if you do the other one, it could have been the right, but here we're just going to push it down and we're just going to elongate through the spine. Feel like there's or imagine, visualize a string at the top of your head pulling you up, keeping your spine long, elongated, and then your foot is flexed. We're pulling with the strap, so it's a push with the foot and then a pull with the strap. And the elbows could be here by your side. But if you're over here, if you really want to give yourself a stretch behind the right leg, the hamstrings, you could be here. But keep your spine long, even if you're here. Slowly come out of it. Now, we'll do Paschimottanasana. It's a forward fold. And what I want you to do is your feet your legs are hip distance apart. So however wide your hips are, that's how wide your legs are going to be separated. And I want you to do this. I want you to place your hands onto your belly, right underneath your belly button. And I want you to push the flesh out. And then I want you to hinge forward. And your hands can be placed here, behind your knee, or right by your shin. And if you're a yogi, you're like, I can go a little bit further, then you can grab onto the feet. But same tip of having your spine not hunched, nice and long. So imagine the sternum being pulled up. And if you'd like, if you're like, okay, I'm right here, I'm right here, I'm right here, you can rest your head. Inhale. Exhale, come out of it. Come into a seated position. And we'll do a little bit of face yoga together. So I want you to, on your inhale, bring your hands over your head. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Left hand reaches. Make sure that your bicep is not hugging the ear, that it's still pushing away. And you're pushing away here. Now here's where your yogi pose is going to come. So on your inhale, you're going to open your eyes wider. And on your exhale, you're going to sting your tongue down towards your mouth. Relax the forehead. Come back to center. Do the opposite side. Stay here for a second. Push through that left hand. Bring that right hip down. And then stick your tongue up. Relax the forehead. Come back to center. Bring the hands down. Roll the shoulders back. Wrap your hands around your shoulders like if you're giving yourself a hug, and do a figure 8. In one direction, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Release. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Just a little bit of a last release before we come down. Go ahead and lay down into your Shavasana. When you do, just if you need a pillow under your head, you may put a pillow, or if you have an eye pillow. We're going to do a mini meditation. And I have a special guest. The heart chakra bowl. And I hope you can hear it. Hopefully it's not too much. We'll do a body scan together. And then at the very end, we'll include one face yoga pose. Relax your feet. Let your feet fall apart. And then feel the energy. Feel the sound make its way to the back of your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, send your breath to your hips. Feel the hips sink into the earth. Feel your belly rise. Send some oxygen to the back of your lungs. Relax your shoulders, shoulder blades. Elongate the neck. Make sure there's space between your head and your body, the trunk of your body. Let the sound make its way down your arms, down through your fingertips, down through your fingernails. We'll scan our face. Relax your jaw, but bring your tongue to the rooftop of your mouth. Relax your cheeks. Feel the energy move from the cheeks to the temple. And then relax your forehead. So if you're scrunching your eyebrows, relax that area. In your meditation, there's nothing to do. There's no perfection, just you and your breath. But I want you to focus on centering the energy to your heart. Let go of any emotions. Forgive. Let go of any grief. Know that you are not your suffering. You are not your pain. Watch your thoughts. Observe them. But bring yourself back to the present moment. Notice the space around your feet. Notice the space behind your knees. Notice the space around your hips. Notice the space around the trunk of your body, around your neck. And then notice the space around your head. Bring the awareness to your heart. Notice the joy that you are, the compassionate being that you are, the divine human you are. Know that you are love. On the next inhale, Begin to awaken your fingers, your toes. Drag your feet, bend your knees, turn yourself onto the side of your body. Stay there for 2 breaths. Place your hand underneath your head as a pillow. Bring your free hand onto the mat or onto the floor. Bringing yourself up, followed by your other hand. Take your time. Come to a seated position. Remain with your eyes closed. And here's what we'll do. Roll your shoulders back. Sit into the lumbar area, the lower back, or the lower area of your back. And then imagine that string at the top of your head. I want you to bring your gaze 45 degrees to the right, but with your eyes closed. Come to a 6 o'clock, tip of your nose. Go to the left corner, 45 degrees. And we're doing this all with our eyes closed. Come back to center, 6 o'clock. Go back to the right. 6 o'clock. Left side, back to 6 o'clock. Relax the eyes. If we have puffiness around the eyes, this what we did is called the V pose. You can do it with your eyes open, but with the eyes closed works great as well. It reduces any inflammation there, but also drains the lymphatic system. Open your eyes, take your time, maybe blink or flutter your eyelashes. Like if you're making ojitos to your loved one. I want you to bring your thumbs to the top of your head. Fingers across your forehead, fingertips above your eyebrows. And I want you to lift. Make sure not to make lines across your forehead. And then bring your hands down, side of the neck, side of the body. Do it one more time. It's called an instant pick-me-up. Create a little bit of a yogi smile too as you do this. Drag the fingers. Bring the hands to the head. Go slow, go slow, go slow, go slow. Smile, smile, smile. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your practice today. Namaste. If you like this, let me know what you would like to see next. Let me know what areas you would like to work on. And I'll bring more of my bowls since I have them. I tend to not play with them too much, but I would love to play them more for you. See you, face yogis.